You studied for weeks, you memorized everything, and then bam, the exam hits you with questions from another planet. Your research paper sends you down an insane rabbit hole of fake information. It feels like you're in an epic battle, but you showed up with a water pistol. But what if I told you there's a secret strategy to never be unprepared again? We're talking about the Godfather, Vito Corleone. This guy built an entire empire, not with luck, but with an insane level of strategy. He understood that real power isn't just being strong, it's being 10 steps ahead of everyone. While everybody else was dealing with chaos, he was the one creating the outcome. Your exams, your papers, your future career, this is your territory. Bad info and surprise tests, they're the rival gangs trying to steal what's yours. It's time to stop playing their game. In this video, I'm going to give you the 5 secret Godfather strategies to absolutely dominate your exams. We're going to deconstruct his playbook for power and turn it into your blueprint for total academic victory. Strategy number 1 is insane. Most students study like they're in a panic room. They wait until the last minute and then it's just chaos and caffeine. That is the strategy of a low-level goon, not the Don. The Godfather played the long game. He wasn't trying to make a quick buck. He was building a legacy that would last 100 years. He once said, "I've worked my whole life to be careless." He wasn't lazy. His plan was so perfect that he didn't have to stress. He saw the entire chessboard, not just the next move. To study like the Godfather, you have to run a long-term campaign. The second you get your syllabus, that's your treasure map. You need to find the biggest targets, the topics that are worth the most points, the core ideas everything else is built on. You conquer those first. Your final exam isn't one giant boss battle. It's 100 tiny minions you already defeated weeks ago. You have to take the emotion out of it. The Godfather had a legendary quote, "It's not personal, it's strictly business." Being scared of an exam, that's personal. It's messing with your head. So step back, treat your education like a business you are going to make successful, 100%. Analyze your weak spots with zero emotion. If you're bad at something, don't run from it. Send all your focus to fix that problem early. Have backup plans. What if the professor is terrible? You need a backup plan, a great textbook, an online course, or an amazing study group. Stop being shocked by tests you know are coming. Start planning for the war, not just the next skirmish. Strategy number 2 is all about your crew. The Godfather knew you can't build an empire by yourself, and you can't ace your classes alone either. The student who tries to do everything by themselves, they're going to fail. They're totally exposed. When they get stuck, they have no one. If they miss a class, that information is gone forever. To win, you have to build your own study family. I'm not just talking about any study group. You need to build a legendary squad. Find the people who are as serious as you are, who are reliable, and who are good at things you're bad at. Maybe one person takes incredible notes, and another is a genius at explaining things. Boom, you've just built an unstoppable team. And in this squad, you have to give to get. Share your notes, help someone out, and I promise it will come back to you tenfold when you need help. It's like a bank of favors. If you don't just take but you give back, you're building loyalty you can cash in later. This squad is your ultimate defense against confusing topics and your #1 source for fact-checking. And don't forget your most important teammate, future you. Every study session you schedule, every assignment you finish early is a massive favor to the person you'll be during finals week. The Godfather said, "A man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man." Well, a student who doesn't invest in their future self can never be a real winner. Okay, strategy number 3 is maybe the most famous one ever. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. This sounds intense, but it's actually a genius negotiation trick about making the choice you want the only logical option. You are literally negotiating with yourself every single day. There's the part of you that wants to study and win, and the part that just wants to scroll social media for 5 hours. And right now, the social media part is winning. It's time you became your own Don. Make yourself an offer you cannot refuse. This is how you do it. You set up a deal that is so good, your brain has to accept it.
For example, I will focus 100% for the next 50 minutes. No phone, no distractions. And if I do it, I get a 10-minute guilt-free break to do literally whatever I want. The offer is clear. Insane focus followed by a reward. The alternative is stress, falling behind, and failing. It's a no-brainer. Set up your own system of insane rewards and consequences. If you finish this chapter, you can watch an episode of your favorite show. If you skip a study block, you can't play video games all day. You are the boss, and you are also the employee. Be a tough but fair Don. Figure out what your lazy side wants and use it as leverage against itself. The goal is to make discipline the easiest possible path, when the amazing feeling of success plus an immediate reward is way better than the cheap thrill of procrastinating. You've won the negotiation. Strategy number 4, don't be a Sonny. Sonny was the Godfather's son, and he was a total hothead. He let his emotions control him, and, spoiler alert, it did not end well for him. His enemies literally used his anger to trap and destroy him. Panic studying the night before a test, that is 100% a Sonny move. Getting mad and quitting because a subject is hard, Sonny move. Getting a bad grade and spiraling into despair, you're being a Sonny. These emotional outbursts destroy your judgment and walk you right into an academic death trap. You need to operate like Vito. Stay calm. You failed a quiz? Okay, who cares? Don't freak out. Treat it like a business problem. Look at it with cold logic. Why did I fail? Did I not study? Do I not get it? Was I just being careless? Failure isn't an insult, it's data. It's free information showing you exactly what you need to fix before the main event. A true strategist literally thanks that hard test for showing them where they're weak so they can get stronger. They take that data, change their plan, and make their defenses 10 times stronger. Use tricks to force discipline. The Pomodoro technique, working in timed, focused bursts, is more than a time hack. It's an emotional hack. It stops you from feeling overwhelmed by breaking a giant task into small, simple chunks of business. When you feel that panic or anger rising up, just stop. Think like Vito. Is this emotion helping you win, or is it leading you into a trap? Master your emotions, or they will master you.
And for our final, ultimate strategy, number 5, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. In studying, your number one enemy is bad information, biased sources, and only understanding the surface of a topic. It's everywhere. Most students run away from their enemies. They stick to one textbook or just accept the first thing they see on Google as 100% true. They ignore any facts that disagree with them because it's easier. This makes their arguments super weak and easy to destroy. The Godfather way is to invite the enemy in so you can crush it. I challenge you to do this. When you're researching, don't just look for info that proves you're right. Actively hunt for the best, strongest argument against your idea. Study it, understand its logic. If you can defeat the strongest counter-argument, your own point becomes literally bulletproof. You'll know their playbook better than they do. This applies to everything you read. Don't just trust a headline. When you see some information, ask, who is telling me this? What's their proof? What do other sources say? You have to confirm your information from multiple trusted sources before you let it into your empire of knowledge. Every unverified fact is a potential traitor, and this even includes your phone and social media. Don't just pretend they aren't a distraction. That's your enemy. Keep it close by controlling it with extreme prejudice. Put it in another room. Use an app that blocks social media. You are in control, not your phone. By monitoring and controlling your enemies, they have zero power over you. So there you have it. The 5 strategies the Godfather used to build an empire are the exact same strategies you can use to dominate school. Stop studying like a foot soldier, reacting to every surprise quiz and hard question. Start thinking like a Don. See the whole semester, predict the challenges, and operate from a position of absolute strength. Your education isn't just about passing some tests. This is about building an empire of knowledge that no one can ever take away from you. I just gave you the secret playbook. The only question is, what are you going to do with it? Will you keep being a victim of your classes, or will you become the architect of your own victory? It's not personal. It's strictly business. This is Peak Razor. Let's build productivity systems that win daily.